Welcome to my video series of database management system. In this video, we'll talk about data dictionary or data directories in database management system. In this video, you will be learning about what is data dictionary or data directory, why we need the data directory in database management system, contents, what are the different contents will be there or the data will be there in our data directory, and the importance of data directory in our database management system. So I request you to please stay tuned till the end of this video. Please subscribe to my channel, like and share this video. Thank you. Data dictionary or data directory are the very important topics of database management system. So how the data will be stored in database management system, I have created a detailed videos on a different concepts of database management system, how the data will be there in database software, as well as what are the different constraints are there and how the data will be fetched from secondary storage to primary storage and from primary storage to processor. So recently I have uploaded the video of indexing and a key constraints or the keys in different types of keys in database management system. I have provided the links in the description. Please learn what is indexing in database management system and different keys in database management system. So in today's session, let's start with data dictionary and data directory. So what is data dictionary or data directory? A data dictionary or directory contains metadata, that is data about the database. Data about the database. What is the metadata in general? The metadata is a data which is going to have the information about some other data. About some other data. In programming, as we have the pointer. What is a pointer variable? Pointer variable is a variable which stores the address of some other variable. Like this, we have the metadata in database which is going to have the information about some other data. For example, I have the date or the age column in my table. So age and date column, I have the attributes. Okay, in that attributes, I will be having a data type. With respect to data type, I will be having certain constraints. So what data type I am having, what constraints I will be having, what is the limit of that particular attributes, all these called as metadata. So data dictionary will be having the metadata information about all the data which is there in our tables of a database. So the data dictionary is very important as it contains information such as what is in the database, what actually the database is about, who is allowed to access that particular database or a table. In a database of any organization, we will be having different types of tables. So each table will be belongs to some different departments. So all the tables cannot be accessed by all the employees. So specific department employees will be accessing the different specific tables. For example, sales department will be allowed to access only sales related data of a database. Production department is allowed to access only production related data. So the who is allowed to access it will be stored in our data directory. Where is the database physically stored, etc., is also stored in our data directory. Where is the physical location of that particular data is also stored in data directory. It is only handled by database administrator. No user is allowed to access the data directory. Only database administrator is responsible to handle and manage all the data directories or the data dictionaries. And database administrator will be creating metadatas for every table in a database. So this is the responsibility, this is the content or the data directories will have. So let's consider I have a one table. I have a one table, customer table. So in customer table, as you can see, I have a primary key, customer ID, and a customer name, item, shipping address, and phone number. So in this table, customer ID is a primary key, item is a foreign key. Item is a foreign key. So customer is purchasing some item and its shipping address, mobile number and a name is mentioned here. So let's see this, how this particular table will be appearing to the customer, and what is the data dictionary or the data directory of this particular table. So let's see this. So this customer table will be available for the users or the end users of this database. Who are the end users? The employees of the organization are the end users of this table, customer table. They are going to manage this particular customer table. So this customer table, what is the data dictionary of this table or the data directory of this customer table in our database? So this is our data directory customer table. Data directory customer table. So data directory is also one type of a table. So this table is going to have the data about the data. So whatever the content you are seeing, whatever the content is visible in our data directory customer table is a metadata, not data. So what is the data? Customer table. In customer table we have the data like customer ID, we have 4589, customer name Sam, item Xbox, like this is a customer data. With respect to this customer data we have a metadata here. So what is this metadata? What are the different things we have in data directory customer table? Let's see this. So here I have the columns. First, customer ID, customer name, item, shipping address, customer phone number. All these columns are there in our data directory table. Data directory table. Customer ID is also appearing, customer name is also appearing, item is also appearing, shipping address and a customer phone number. So all these columns are there in our data directory table. So here, let's see the first one. We have the data type. So which type of data should be there in each column? Which type of data should be there in each column will be mentioned in our data directory. So customer ID is a integer type. Customer name is a text type. Item is also text type. Shipping address is also text type. Customer phone number is a integer type. So next we have the, that is size of that particular column, how much characters that particular column can display. Customer ID maximum 5, field size for displaying is 5. Customer name maximum characters we can have in one cell is 20. Item is also for the 20 characters. Shipping address is of 50 characters. Phone number is a 10 characters. So we have a certain constraints on each and every attribute of this table, and all these attributes are appearing in our data directory table. Next we have description. So description of each and every attribute or the keys or the columns of the tables are: first, customer ID is a primary key, unique of each customer. Unique of each customer ID is a unique and it is a primary key. It is mentioned there in description of a data directory table of customer. Next, customer name, name of the customer. Next, item is, it is a foreign key. Product name or item name, it is a foreign key. So it means that foreign key, it is a primary key of some other table. So shipping address, customer phone number is a customer phone number here. Next, schema, who is going to handle and who has created this one. So who is going to handle by the front office employees, who is going to handle the customer ID, they are going to generate the customer ID. Customer name they are going to enter. Coming to item will be handled by who is going to enter the entries into the database about how much products has been reached to the organization, how much they have product they have produced. All these details will be handled by inventory people. So in handled by inventory people, item details will be handled by inventory people, not by the front office employees. So next we have owner of each table. Each this particular table we have, in this table we have a different column. So who are the owners of each column? Customer table is the owner of the first two. Coming to item, the third column, product table is the owner. Product table is the owner of this particular field, that is our item is owned by product table, not by customer table. So next, where this all these fields or the tables are stored. So customer tables is stored at some physical location. It's mentioned HDDB1025. So for the customer table, for product table HDDB1036. So these are the physical location. Next we have the relation. This table is having a relationship with some, how many different tables is also mentioned here. Customer table, customer id is having a relation with the product table. Next, customer name is also having a relationship with product table. Next item is having a relationship with sales table. So like this we have all the different columns here. So this is all about our data dictionary, how the data dictionary looks in our database. So first is customer table. Inside the, beside the customer table we will be having a data dictionary. So every table in database will be having data directory or the data dictionary. Without that, no table exists in the database. So let's see the general content of our data dictionary. The data dictionary, the general content, the first is names of all the database tables and their schemas. Schemas are nothing but rules. How this table has been, how the tables are created, and who is the owner, and all the schemas will be mentioned related to database as well as the tables. So names of all the tables in and their schemas will be there in our data dictionary. Next, details about tables in database such as owners and the creator. So who is going to create the first? For example, database administrator will be creating the tables, and presently who is the owner? Front office persons are the owners of the table, whose responsibility is to enter the data into the database. So like this production table, who has created the production table? Database administrator has created the production table. Who is handling presently? Presently handled by the production team. So production team is the owner. So creator and the owner, who is the creator, who is the owner of the table, will be also mentioned in our data dictionary. Physical location, as we have seen, where that particular table physically located in the database, it is also stored in our data dictionary. Next, table constraints such as primary key, foreign key, that is also mentioned in our database data dictionary. As we have seen, the customer table, we're having customer id as a primary key and item as a foreign key, we have seen. So these are the all different types of contents which we have in our data dictionary. Let's see the types of data dictionary. If the structure of a database or the specification changes at any point of time, it should reflect it in data dictionary. So we will be having two types of data dictionaries. So there are two types of data dictionaries. So we have the very first is active data dictionary, and next is passive data dictionary. Who is going to who is going to update this data dictionary? Who is responsible to maintain these directories? The database administrator responsibility is to maintain these directories. Coming to active directory, it's a self-updating directory. The database system software is going to look after this. Passive, the manually the database administrator has to update this. So let's see this more in detail about active directory and passive directory. Active data dictionary or active data directory, same. So we have the very first active data dictionary. So active data dictionary is self-updating directory of database. If any changes happen inside the database, it, with respect to any constraint or specification or schemas, automatically active data dictionary will look after and it will update it. Automatically update by the DBMS software itself. No need to have any database administrator intervention for any update. Automatically the software is going to look after this. Coming to passive, coming to passive, a passive data dictionary is maintained separately to the database. Okay, this passive data dictionary will be maintained separate to the database. That's the reason it is not automatically updated by database system software. Why we are having passive, why we are having active? Active will be inside the database, that is maintained by the database management system. Passive will be outside. The database administrator itself is going to monitor this. If the database is modified, the database dictionary is not automatically updated. In passive case, the database, if updated, the passive data dictionary will not be updated automatically. Manually, we have to do it. So, database administrator is going to update this. While updating, the database administrator has to take much more, uh, much more things into consideration while updating a database dictionaries of passive type, because if any changes made, okay, it should be reflect in the active as well as in the database schemas as well. If if database administrator is not maintaining the passive dictionary or directory properly, then the passive directory may lose the synchronization with the active directory or the database. So it has to be manually updated with a 100% care, or carefully the database administrator has to maintain this passive dictionary. Let's see the quick recap of our data dictionaries and data directories. So let's see the definition. A data dictionary or directory contains metadata, that is data about the database. What is a metadata? Metadata is nothing but a which is going to store the data of some other data. What is a journal content which we will be having in our data dictionaries? Names of all the tables which are present in our database, their schemas, who are the present owner of the table, who has created the table, where the particular tables are stored, what are the different constraints are applied on the table such as primary key, foreign key or any other constraints. So this is a data dictionary content. Next we have the types of data dictionary. Okay, very first type we have is active data dictionary, and next we have is passive data dictionary. What is active? Self updating directory of a database is a active data dictionary. What is passive? Manual updating directory of a database is a passive data dictionary. So this is all about our data dictionary or directories in database management system. Please stay tuned with my channel. I will be updating with more and more in detail about database management system. Thanks for watching this. Please subscribe to my channel, like and share my video. Thank you.